Hello, I'm Kristen Lee. I have some free time this morning, so I'm going to do my intro now. So all I have to do is worry about my outro later. And what else? My brain isn't totally on yet. Cheers. I got my cup to match my junky shirt. Can you see it? But yeah, today's video is going to be about the subscription service called Home Chef. But before I do that, I didn't do my new little crush your goals thing. So on Sunday I didn't do it. So we're going to put that up. Hopefully I don't grab 2 cards. Okay. And then put you on the bottom. Okay. So this week, our card says, whatever you can do or dream you can do, begin it. Boldness has Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Okay. So basically get off your butt and do the thing that you said you were going to do. Do the things. Oh. Alright, hold on to that. So, Home Chef. So, in the last video, I was like, I'm getting bored cooking the same meals that I've been cooking. And then there are some days, because my family is all on a different part of our healthy eating journey. My dad has restrictions in his diet. My stepmom made restrictions for hers. And then I've been logging my food and trying to be as accurate as I can, because there are certain meals that just, I don't know how to figure out how many calories are in it and how many carbohydrates and all that stuff. So I was like, I just need a couple meals a week where I don't have to think. I just have to follow the instructions. And I don't have to worry about having the ingredients, because the ingredients are there. I don't want to do the whole infomercial thing about it, because if you've watched Blue Apron or HelloFresh, it's very similar. However, one thing that this box came with that my other ones didn't when I tried them is they give you a binder, which is so helpful, and I'm very, very grateful. And in the beginning, it like gives you basically what you're gonna need. It tells you how it works and everything like that. It lets you know that you can substitute any of the meals that you pick. Like you get to pick the meat and everything that goes into the meal, but it also gives you, if there's a sauce, what meats would go with the sauce, so that if, like, I got tilapia, if I don't want to pay tilapia fillet prices at the market, I can choose to use chicken or salmon instead. So I thought that was cool. I still have to put the app in. I was a little reluctant about getting the app because I did not like HelloFresh at all. So, and then it gives you what basic things you should have around your house. Because that's one of my pet peeves when I watch other YouTubers make a subscription box meal. They don't have, I guess their audience is probably more of a college student kind of, I don't know, but I get so upset that that the box is coming, so why don't you have a cutting board? Why don't you have knives? Why don't you have a spatula? Just regular cooking oil. But I've been cooking for so long, I know that people that do not cook probably wouldn't think that they would need these things. And most of these subscription boxes are marketed saying that everything that you're going to need will come to you. So I've gotten off my high horse about that, but I do like the fact that they do have a list, and they, if you're one of those people that read all the things in the box. And then the meals that I got was the buffalo style chicken stuffed peppers, the tilapia. I'm gonna kill that, but that word. And then the Hawaiian style pulled pork lettuce cups. I think this is a newer version or a newer recipe. I have to get a hole punch and punch it. But yeah, I like the fact that they give you, like with this one, they gave you a tray to cook the pork in, and you have microwave options or oven options. So I thought that was really cool because it was a really quick and easy meal. And then each one has a before you cook, what you should do. You should rinse and wash all your produce, all that stuff. So yeah, I'm impressed so far. Like I said, I've only made the 2 meals. I still have to make the buffalo chicken stuffed peppers tonight. They look tasty. I've never worked with habanero. Nope, not habanero. I'm gonna put the word because I'm gonna butcher it. Huh. I wonder how spicy. Usually it says it says spice level spicy. We'll see how that goes. One of the things that I did notice with this box is I think that they're the company that's backing them is Hellmann's, because I got a lot of Hellmann's stuff in my kits. But one of the things popped, the buffalo chicken sauce popped in the meal kit. But I like the packaging of the meal kit. I like the fact that the meals are separated from each other so that you don't have all these ingredients and try and figure out what goes to what and then see what's missing. All the meals are packed in. I'm going to do some research before I misspeak about how the food gets to you, because I'm under the assumption that it's local businesses that this company works with, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to check that out and do that in the outro. But yeah. So here's me making the meals and I'll be back. All right, so here's the box. And that's the packaging inside. You get the freezer packs that are all recyclable, just like all the other ones or the other subscription boxes. I love the fact that the meals are in their own bags so that you don't have to figure out, what goes to what. Can you see it? I think that was the one that popped. There's the last one. Yeah, it popped on the other ones too, but the bags were easy to wash. And then I like the fact that they separated the meat from the produce. So it stayed cool. And that's the cool little folder thing that comes with it. And all the meals. So my goal is to try and grow more. So that's the tray that comes with the pulled pork that can go in the oven or the microwave, but if you put it in the oven, they suggest you put it on a cookie sheet. You mix everything up, and then they suggested to soak the lettuce in ice water in case it wilted. And it also helped get all the dirt out of the bottom of the lettuce. For some reason, I thought that I had this on time lapse. And it took me a minute to get the lettuce off of the roots so that I could keep the roots so that I could put it in my garden. It's done. I can't believe how filling this was. But it was really tasty. It was really quick. I think I was done within 10 minutes. And that was prep too. So, yeah. My dad and I really liked this one. And these jalapeno crunch things are amazing. I don't know where I'm going to find them, but I need them for salads and stuff because they were delicious. All right, I'm trying to do this one-handed. Ugh. Here's my little lettuce plant. Oh no.
Where's the lettuce plant?
I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. All right, there it is. There's everybody else. So this one had a lot of chopping beforehand with prep work and stuff. That bruschetta stuff was really tasty. And I also took extra green beans that we had in the fridge. But yeah, there was a lot of chopping. That was the butter that I was talking about, or that I do talk about. I don't know if it's coming up or not. And this is where I learned the trick with the mayonnaise for the panko and the tilapia, and that's how it looks in the pan. All right, and I'm back. And I'm gonna do the two meals I've already cooked, and then I'm gonna come back later tonight to finish up the video. But the first meal that I made was the pulled pork Hawaiian style lettuce wraps. They were tasty and they were very filling, which surprised me because I thought, how am I gonna sustain feeling full from lunch until, you know, afternoon snack kind of thing? And it did. They said 5 to 6 cups is a serving. So my dad and I ate lunch and we were both full. We used the entire head of lettuce. I super props out to whoever is like, you know what? Why don't we just start sending plants to people? And this way, if people throw them out, there's a plant somewhere in the world and feeding some animal or something like that, because I got so excited that I had a living plant in my box. And you saw that I put it out in my little raised bed garden. So I thought that was a nice touch. I like the fact that all of the stuff, that the cooking oils and stuff like that, they're reusable. They look like stuff that you could get through TSA if you clean them out well. And, you know, you didn't want to buy the dollar store things. I thought that was good. The taste of the pulled pork with the teriyaki and everything like that was really tasty. I wish there was a little bit more pineapple. I think I should have taken the chunks and sliced them a little bit more to have more of that sweet, savory, spicy taste throughout instead of just a pop of it. And the coleslaw, I'm used to a sweeter coleslaw, but for the meal, it didn't really matter. I love the jalapeno chip things. So I like that. My dad and I want to try and make it again, but with, you hear that plane? How close are you to my house? My dad and I want to try it again with chicken and do it with shredded chicken. So that was a good meal. And then my stepmom and I loved the tilapia. I messed up making the bruschetta stuff for the green beans. I thought that everything went into the mix. I didn't realize that the 2 cloves of garlic were supposed to be separated for different parts of the meal. I thought it was just for the green beans, so I had to use my own. But and then the other thing that was a new trick for me was they had you slather mayo onto the tilapia, and then that was, instead of egg and everything like that, that was your base, and then you put the panko on the tilapia that way, and you just like patted it on. Very tasty, very fresh. Everything was very fresh. That was the other thing that I was very happy about, because HelloFresh never came to me fresh. What was the other thing? Green beans were good. The sauce for the tilapia was awesome. It was made with this herb butter, and I mean, obviously everything that's in it, it's gonna be good, but it had herb butter, I think a packet of the mayonnaise, so maybe a teaspoon of mayonnaise, and oh my goodness, and garlic, minced garlic. And it went with everything flowed very well together. It was really tasty. Out of the 2 meals, that was my favorite meal so far. We'll find out about the peppers. I'm a little worried that they're going to be really spicy, but I'm going to be making my own buffalo chicken because my buffalo chicken packet popped. So, yeah. While I'm thinking of it now, while it's fresh in my head, one of the things that bugged me about the delivery was I had a 12-hour window of delivery, and that I was constantly looking out my door, because with Blue Apron, I would get it for daycare, and I would get it for my grandmother and I, because by the end of the day, I was exhausted, but I wanted a healthier style meal and a more proportioned meal for my grandmother and I. And sometimes I would even make parts of the meals for the daycare kids, depending on how late they were there. And they would throw it into the yard. I didn't even know it was there. A half of the time it would melt in the winter. They would just leave it outside so that if somebody wanted to steal it, they could steal it. I tried to get them to just ring the bell, because I worked from home, so I was there. And they didn't want to work with me at all. So a lot of times the produce and meat were just nasty. It was just a big sopping mess. They were always, the customer service of Blue Apron worked well with me, and they would credit me or send me extra in the next box or whatever. But if, you know, everything's melted, what difference does it make? So and then when I came out here, I started having the same issue that I'm having now, where I'm like, what do I make? I don't know what to make. I want something different. So I got HelloFresh during the pandemic, because our grocery stores were picked clean like everybody else's, but I wanted to make sure that we had fresh stuff coming into the house, because my dad and stepmom are nurses, and I wanted them to have the healthiest food. And me, with my heart condition and little bro, it's hit or miss whether he wants to eat. He has that toddler, you know, I'll eat when I want kind of mentality. So, but HelloFresh, it was good, but I could make them better. And the whole point of it was for me to learn new ways to make either a staple meal or make a meal that I would never think to make. And I'm like, why am I paying $60 for burgers and, you know, chicken fingers and things like that? I realized that it's the meals that I picked, but they only gave you so many options, and some of them just did not sound like they would taste good. So I did not like HelloFresh, as you can tell. So, but yeah. So like I said, I have the one meal to make still, and then I'll end the video. So I'll see you soon. Bye. All right, I'll do this right today. So now we're gonna take these peppers. I sprayed the cookie sheet with some olive oil. They're going in the oven at 400 degrees for, I'm just gonna go for the whole 12 minutes. All right, now we're gonna make the chicken in here. All right, now that's at medium heat. The chicken that's been patted dry, and we're gonna add the onions. Oops, sorry. This one-handed thing, not the best at. All right, we're gonna cook that for a couple minutes, and then mix it all together, and then pop it in the peppers. All right, peppers. Looking good. I'll let them cool off for a second. I'm still cooking my chicken. I am putting cream cheese in mine. It didn't call for it. I just want it. So if it looks different or it's going to taste different, that's why. Now, I'm going to see how talented I am, but probably not so much. But I hope I have enough. All right, I'll get back to you. All right, that's what they look like. They're going back in for 10 more minutes so they get all nice and gooey and yummy. Oh my gosh, don't fall. Here we go. That looks so yummy. It smells good too. I dropped one. All right, let's finish up the day. Those buffalo chicken stuffed peppers are amazing. Those peppers were like, just had the tiniest kick. And you could make any kind of buffalo, whatever you wanted to put in that pepper. So like if you make buffalo cauliflower, if you make, I don't know, insert what you would put buffalo sauce on. And however you would make ranch dressing, like if you would use Greek yogurt instead, or just ranch. But that meal was so good, and I had a side salad with it, and I am full and I am very happy. So that was my favorite this week. I have a few things coming for videos. I have some unboxings to do, and I think I want to make a dessert with my Instant Pot, because that's a choice in all the books. So I think that might be my next Instant Pot one. My plants are doing okay, but I think it's been too hot for my zucchini plant. Just a random thought, but I'm trying to think of what my videos are going to be. I am going to go to bed because it's been a long day, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.